Welcome to MeatballCraft, episode 24. Our first plan today is to get into some draconic evolution by crafting the draconic key, which we're very close to making, and then exploration. And also some puzzles. With our 4 spatial pylons, 2 rifts in a jar, and 8 tritium crystals, we can now make the draconic key. This will make the world a little harder and also increase our astral level cap. Not that it's very beneficial for us at the moment, because we're still only on like 23, but still very nice. So I think right click, yep, and now we've unlocked the draconic stage. Oh, what hilarious irony that after so long of not needing the void seeds, we need a flux seed, which requires the void seed in a crucible. What joy, what fun. The one time we can't really use Stormcraft, I can't make the void seedling, so I guess it's time to make another flux rift in the nether and siphon away the seeds. We will need at least to get the awakened draconium 7, but I would like the max amount that we actually will ever need, which I'm not entirely sure it is, but probably around 10. So better get to fluxing. We need at least 7 to get to Rhenian because we need a block of draconium, so maybe I'll make 7 and then we can make some more when we have the slightly cheaper recipe unlocked by Rhenian. But it's just typical that the one time Thorncraft seems to stop working for me. I need it to progress. Shakes fist. We are now able to make 1 fusion crafting core. To be able to make the actual injectors, we need a draconic machine frame, which is fairly easy to make, apart from we need the indium dust, but that's very easy. It's just platinum mixed with boric acid. I've got 12 stacks of platinum just to see how much we can get out of it. Hopefully it should be enough. I mean, it's very easy to make more if we need to. We should now be able to craft all 7 basic fusion crafting injectors, which we need to be able to get the awakened draconium. Okay, I've just set it over here temporarily until we get a full setup going, and it's still tier too low. Right, I guess we're gonna have to upgrade the fusion crafters first. Probably means there's something else we have to do. Yes, I've actually not really ever played with draconic evolution, so yes, tier wyvern. This is wyvern. Okay, we just need to upgrade it 1 more, which means we do need 1 more fusion crafter and then another one to upgrade. Okay, fun. Okay, I've set up the fusion craft and now we can begin. This will give us the wyvern fusion crafting injector, and I will have to upgrade all 8 of them to be able to continue. Well, 9 technically if you count the one in the middle. Okay, everything's been upgraded to wyvern tier, so we should now be able to craft, if they don't all go into one of them, they should all be able, put these in single item mode. We should now be able to craft some awakened draconium, finally. Now we have awakened draconium, finally, after all this time. The first thing I want to do with our awakened draconium is to super enchant this lightning dragonsteel sword. It does take 4 awakened draconium, but that's fine. We can easily make some more, as well as some dragon eggs and manuscripts, etc, etc. So I just want to do this. I think it'll be good to have a bit of a better sword. Now if I put all of this inside here with the sword, we should hopefully, begin crafting what we want. Oh, it's going to take a long time. And we now have our Cleom Solace, or however you pronounce it, which has sharpness 75, super edge 3, mending, breaking 5, looting 4, lifesteal 15, and knockback 2. Oh, and that looks really cool. So let's go find some mobs and maybe give it a go. So there's this guy over here, so that's, oh wow, instant kill, pretty good. Let's try some of these divine RPG mobs. That wasn't, I mean, that did pretty good. It did about 70 damage, which is, I did 40. It's a bit more inconsistent. It's meant to do 47.5 and does lightning damage. So yeah, that seems pretty worthwhile super enchanting. I'm pleased with that. Our next task is to get to Rhenian. And to get to Rhenian, we need the Rhenian artifact. I'll also have to make another rocket because I think the last time I used it, it got destroyed. So that's great. This is fairly easy to make, but there are a couple things that we do not have. For example, the Dreaded Horn. We need to do a ritual from Bewitchment and these Physidic Prime and the Neuromantic Prime we need. And we can do them in the Automatic Starlight Altar, which I haven't made, but I probably could. That might be easier because otherwise we will need to attune to 2 different constellations to be able to make this, which probably isn't really that hard, but I mean we'll probably need this multi-block in the future anyway, and it's not difficult, so maybe we should do that instead. And now we have the Starlight crafting altar automated. I did just steal the iridescent altar from the other one to move back and forth as I please, but now we should be able to make these a bit more easily. It should really make an aquamarine seed, to be quite honest. I always feel like I'm running out. Okay, so next we need to do a ritual for bewitchment, which obviously we know I always struggle at. So this should be the rite of spiritual shift. Okay, how close do I need to be to right click? Is it just right click? Oh, it cannot be cast during the day. Okay, I'll make it night. Okay, let's give that another go. I think this spawns someone, so I'm going to try and capture them, and if that doesn't work, we'll just kill them. It wasn't expensive. Oh my goodness, it spawns loads of people. Are you what I want, Cambion? Whoa, well, I've taken him. Assume he's what I want. Whoops, sorry, cow. Okay, well, I'll take him to the mob spawning chamber and see if we can get the wooden horn that we want. I don't think he was the right guy. We need to do this in a woods biome. Obviously, this isn't a wood. This is just, well, this is a woods. It doesn't count because it doesn't have the word forest, dense, coniferous, magical, or spooky in it. So we're going to have to set up another altar somewhere else. I do think we have another blessed stone, so we can just cheat and use that. We won't be able to pick it up again, but I think we could easily get another one if we needed it. I'm now in a magical forest, so let's give this another go. Hopefully this time it works and we get who we want to get, not just some random guy. Okay, this is the guy. Can I have you, please? Right, let's go and spawn him. Okay, and now we have the Dreaded Horn. Perfect. I'm not quite sure what else we need for the artifact. Let's see. No, nothing else particular, so that's perfect. We do need to get an excavator before we go, just because there is an ore that requires the excavator to get. So I will need to get the blocks for this to be able to take with us to the planet. If all is well, this should be our Rhenian artifact. Fingers crossed it works. Perfect. We now have the Rhenian artifact and we should be able to head there using our rocket. So I've put the Rhenian artifact into the warp controller. We should now be able to find Rhenian, though I have no idea where. Maybe it's in one of... Aha, it's in this one. Oh, where Pixonia is. Right, so select Rhenian. We've just got enough fuel and warp. Back to warping again, how I've missed it. And here's Rhenian, a bit more red than Sedna was. I don't know if I brought on... Oh, I do have a dislocator, perfect. So we can hop in our rocket and head down to the planet. Aside from now having to restart the client, there's a pretty cool ring around Rhenian. Looks very cool. I've now relogged and we have made it to Rhenian, which is made of basalt again, but it's much easier to see here than it was in other places. There doesn't seem to be any mobs. Oh, there's squid though, and this just seems to be normal water. And we can fly normally here, so I'm going to take a look around and see what we can find. And eventually we'll need to set up the core sample drill. I think what we need is this holographic ore. I'm not really sure what it does. All I know is the only way to get it is... Oh, it makes a projected gems. Yeah, so the only way to get it is through the excavator, and it's used to make illumination powder, nocturnal powder, the Miramex warper, which we'll just use the coordinates for. Oh yeah, it can be used for a few things. Noting for the puzzle, we have an Aspectus fruit of Ordanis. Along with some Aspectus fruits in here, there is a little puzzle saying 8 fruits, super, 1 samurai surround, or 1 samurai surround with 8 fruits. I don't know really what super means, but this is the mark of the samurai, which needs the Rhenian puzzle. So we've got 4 of the fruits, and I assume we'll be able to find the rest, and hopefully the thing we need to surround. This building has a sign that says protect the head. I don't know if that refers to a helmet of some kind. Maybe the samurai helmet is what we're meant to be surrounding. I'm not sure. This is the house of the bubbles in, therefore it should be important. We have the whole samurai set, so that must be what we're meant to do with it. We also get a weaponsmith queen, which she's named, so I don't think she's the celebratory queen. Actually, she's a lie. She doesn't seem to really do anything, so that's a bit strange, and that's all there is in here. We are 2 Aspectus fruit away, so hopefully we'll find that shortly. Now this house I thought might have the last Aspectus fruit in, but it has the inert spatial phaser, which says combine with 4 bricks, Eden will guide you, which we think we know the answer to that puzzle, so I'll be excited to take that home and have a look. We have superconducting selenite in here. I don't really know what that does, or we can duplicate it with a triquetra, which is useful, so that's good. I think that's all there is in here. Nothing's particularly very hidden in these sort of places, so that's always nice. One more Aspectus fruit to go, and in this cute pink house we have the last Aspectus fruit, so let's try put these all around the samurai helmet. I don't know the order, but this should get us what we want, I'd assume. Yes, mark of the samurai. Perfect. I'm not really sure what this does, mind you. Sword and shield. Right click. Okay. Right click. Use the arcane terror warmer to create a plus sign of ominous woods. Okay, that sounds very complicated, so we'll get to that another time and keep exploring Rhenian. We found another queen, a Swiss queen over here, which is actually a politician queen, and we have the ominous woods biomarker, a biome focus of none, and a piece of paper saying we do not associate with bubble. Interesting. I'm not really sure what any of that means. Is there anything on the roof? Doesn't seem to. I feel like I'm missing something. We needed another biome as well. What was it? It was the volcanic biome. Oh, this whole planet's volcanic. Interesting. So I guess we just need to convert a few bits here. That should work. I found a projector Rhenium vein. Yep, and I built the excavator. First time, actually. I know there was a graphic that showed it, but it's not always easy. So we just connect a flux plug here, and I think, well, we should probably just connect it to an ender chest, but let me just do a crate first to see what we're getting. If I just put it here, it should just all go straight in. Yeah, look, there's some, and yeah, we're getting holographic ore and Rhenium ore. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. It's all within one chunk. Immersive engineering machines should never be in the same chunk. I mean, should never be in different chunks. It is very, very vital. They're a pain in the bottom. So I'll chunk load this and leave it mining. Oh wait, I did put it up here just because of the way this goes underneath, so it looks a bit silly, but that's fine. It didn't even take us too long. There's a few chunks. You can see a few here that we got, but it didn't take that long at all. So hopefully this gives us a nice steady supply of Rhenium and the other thing, the projector ore. I've come back from Rhenian. I didn't remember to mark the excavator on the map, but it's fine. Let's see if my theory works. These should be the bricks. Yeah, and we got the spatial phaser, which is exactly what we wanted. This says use me. Oh, Leyetia will tell me which dimension I need to be in. Interesting. Oh, I've been to so many dimensions I can't remember which one's telling me what, so hopefully I can scoot around in there and find it pretty fast. I'm in Leyetia trying to figure out which dimension I need to open the spatial phaser in. So far I found lots of shulkers like last time, and I've also found some dense gravitite ores, so I'm leaning towards Aether or the end, though I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll keep having a quick look around and see if there's anything else a bit more obvious. I've also found all the runes from Britannia, which is lovely really, but doesn't give me a hint as where I should be. Does make me think I've missed quite a lot in this dimension though. I've also got an undergarden biomarker. There's so many shulkers around here. It says dimension though, so I don't think I have to turn things into the undergarden. I keep saying undergarden like I'm German, but I think, yeah, I don't think I'll have to turn someone into the undergarden to be able to do it. Is this just another wormhole? Maybe that was in all the wormhole ones and I missed it. I'm taking the dense gravitite. I think it's fairly useful. Yeah, I can't see anything else in here, so I'll keep looking. Well, I think we found the clue. I got a piece of paper that says Creeponia on it from a chest over there, so I assume we need to go to Creeponia. We are in Creeponia. I have my spatial phaser, so let's try and use it. Ah, here we go. Use the terror armor from extra utilities to change the biome to the correct one. Well, that must be the undergarden then. You will have to convert a large area, stay in the change biome, and use this item. Okay, so that's 2 biome changes we have to do. Can't quite remember what the other one was, so let's do this one first before, whoops, I start spawning into new dimensions and lag everything out. So I'll need to get the extra utilities terraforming stuff. I've not used that before. Does it tell me? Yes, it does tell me. So I'll do that and we'll meet back in Creeponia. Okay, I put some mega torches down to try and limit mobs while I do this, since they like to explode around here. So let's try and be within one chunk. Let's go for this chunk. I know we're going to be doing a few more than one chunk, so we want the undergarden biomarker, and we'll need a magic infuser, a heater, and a dehumidifier. I bought everything. I wasn't sure what we'd need. Oh, is that the coolant? The heater. There we go. And they all need antennae and power. Which we need lava buckets, which is the most difficult and annoying one to get, or something like that. So I'll just connect these all to power in the back. Okay, so that's all powered. Magical infuser needs lapis. Okay, that's fine. We need the heater, which, what do you want? Okay, blaze powder, that's good as well. Let's get some blaze rods. And then we need the dehumidifier, which is one we need the most of, and that just needs sand or cactus. Well, because it needs so much, let's get an EMC link and one of these, and some cactus, and a resonant servo. Hopefully this will provide enough cactus. There you go. And you should be getting cactus. Okay, and now it's working. I'm not sure how long this takes, so I'll just leave it running and come back when it's done. I've left it for a little while. There seems to be a fair amount of undergarden, so, or maybe not actually, but we'll see. We'll try it now. Not enough. Oh. It depends on where we're standing. We've got the 88% here. Right, which one's 88%? We'll stay there. Okay, we'll wait a little bit longer. Right, let's give this another go. Woohoo, perfect. And we got our phasing gem. Amazing. And that was fun and not too hard either. However, for our next one, we do need to use the arcane terraformer, which is a bit more tricky, I think. I think that's because instead of converting a big area, which you can now turn this off, we have to convert a smaller area, as in 5 blocks in a cross shape. I think it's only 5 blocks from what I've seen, and that can only be done with something like the arcane terraformer, and obviously only on Rhenian. So we'll have to get into that. It's fairly simple. This is a fairly, this is an easy craft and all that, and the actual multi-block's easy. The thing that's a bit more difficult is the impetus relay, which requires an impetus gem, which we can make very easily, and that takes energy from flux rifts to give impetus. So we will need to set up a flux rift in Rhenian as well. I'm not quite sure what aura it is, but we'll see. We'll just give it a go. What's the harm in it? To use the arcane terraformer, we need a biome focus of the correct biome. They did give us the biome focus and the biome marker for ominous woods, so I'm just using the terraformer in this bit of meadow, which is where we were doing the Erebus things, to just convert a little area into ominous woods. And I assume I just right click or shift right click. Here we go. This says ominous woods. We can probably turn it off now. Just shift right click and shift right click. Well, I'm gonna have to look up how to do that. Okay, this is the problem. It's the handy bag that's the problem. If I right click and open the handy bag, it becomes nothing. If I right click and shift E to open the thing, I get ominous woods biome focus. This will go away if I do anything like that. And then, yeah, so it's a bit of a problem. I think I can probably put it in the backpack. Yeah, it'll stay like this in the backpack. So we just need to remember to not open the wrong inventory where we have the focus on us, which is a little annoying, but that's the problem. To begin this experiment, I have created an apparently incredibly large flux rift here in Rhenian. I did the same thing on the left and got tiny flux rift, so no idea why I've got so many this time. And I'm using a impetus drainer to drain it. So I don't know if this all needs to be in the same chunk. I assume not. So maybe this needs to be in the same chunk. I don't know if this is doing anything. Oh, I'm sure it is. Anyway, so over here we need to set up the terraformer. So that needs the show. I'm not quite sure how to build this, so I'll come back when it's built. I formed the structure. I think, do I right click to activate? Maybe I need to put I need to put the radius in. Wait 1 minute. Okay, so we need to set this on a radius of 1 and shape circle, and this will make a plus sign with the ominous woods biome focus. So we just need to put this in here, such as that. Oh, it needs permutatio. I think that's my fault. I read permutatio and I put in perdito. Okay. We're not quite there yet. I'll come back in a second. Okay, now we're not being stupid. This should work. Ooh, making noises. Did it work? I'm not sure. Did a particle effect show up? I don't know really. Is this not working? Is that the problem? These need to be connected up or something. I assume this is working because it's moving. Yeah, I've never used this before, if you can't tell. I'm not really sure what's going on. This has used up some of the permutatio. Does that mean it's changed? It does say sometimes it doesn't work until you've relogged. And it did make a noise, so I'm going to relog and just see if that works. I had just done it wrong, so we're just going to try it again. It did do particle effects this time. We are a bit closer to the thing, which also means we're pretty close to the rift. I'm not quite sure how to tell when it's done though. Whoa, the rift doesn't like me. It also seems to be volcanic to me though, so I'm not really sure how the impetus stuff works. Maybe I need to look into that more. Found the problem. I needed to connect the impetus drainer to the terraformer, and it has now worked. We now have the ominous woods right here. So it didn't work. I thought it was just needed to be right 1 minute. I just did it again. Let's see if it works this time. I'm not really sure what's going on here. It does change and then it decides to not change. This is volcanic. This is ominous woods here. This is very confusing. No, I really have no idea what I'm doing. Right, let's see if this works. I just did it 4 more times around the center block and oh, it worked. Okay, I thought it would just do the whole area once. I didn't know I had to do it 5 separate times, but we got it. We got the Mark of the Samurai, which is used to make the first order mythic fractal, which I don't really know what that does. We can duplicate it with some of the stuff we got from the other dimensions before, and we can also super enchant the Stinger Samurai helm to have Thorns 55, which is pretty strong, all things considered, though it would probably eat your armor durability. So we did it finally after a bit of trial and error and making a horribly massive flux rift on Rhenian. Sorry, Rhenian. Oh, at least all the flux is gone now. Now that we have Rhenium from Rhenian, we can improve a couple of the recipes. We can now get 8 vibranium out of the recipe, and we can get 4 jeweled runium as well. So I'm just putting the recipes in here just so that we can go for this instead. So for example, for the vibranium, we get 1 or 1 ingot if we do it like this, and get 8 if we do it like this, which is 1 fluctuatite plus this, which is just the same. So it's just the same but with an extra step just because it can't fit 4 inputs in. So I've changed the recipes for those because they're just more efficient. Our next goal is to go to Miramex, and to do that we need the Miramex artifact, which is 2 dread shards and 2 Rhenium catalysts, which they're very, very easy. Do we have any red shards? We do. Okay, so that's super duper easy. I'll just make that and then we'll be able to go to Miramex. Aha. Sneaky condition I just found. We need to be tier draconic to be able to do this, so I need to upgrade the fusion crafters again, and to do that we need, oh, that's pretty cheap. I'll just upgrade all of them while we're at it. Okay, we now have the Miramex artifact. I'll right click just so we've unlocked the stage, and now we should be able to go to Miramex using the rocket. And this is Miramex. A bit more Earth-like than all the other planets we visited. I'm just fueling the rocket and then we'll head down to the planet's surface. We have landed on Miramex. However, the atmosphere is very hostile and has seemed to have eaten my rocket, so that's a shame. I'll have a look around and see what we can find. Up on these little bits of dirt above the floor, we have lightning saplings, which are from advanced rocketry. We have EMC, so I've taken one of those, but you don't really need to go and get those saplings because the actual trees are on the ground. As always, we'll take one for our book. I'm not really sure what lightning wood does. If there's anything specific it does in advanced rocketry, no, I'm unsure, but it does look cool. This chest has the ultimate nugget in, which is nice. It also has a Miramex queen who's not seemingly spawning, which is good, but I don't know if I need anything she drops. Hopefully not. Okay, I've looked in the quest book and there's a couple things we're looking for. We need to find the ore, Miramite or Miramex, for several reasons, but one of the reasons is for this infused Rhenium ingot. This can turn a dragon bone knife blade into a chaotic knife blade, which could be very, very useful on our shuriken. So that's made fairly easily. This is just lightning wood saplings in the blood altar. I haven't actually looked at the recipe for that. This cursed Miramite is just a Miramite catalyst put into a crucible with some Vitium, and this is just from a Miramite in a mana pool, so that's really easy. This is also really easy. You can get fiery and super easy, so we just need to find the ore. We also need to get living Miramite, and to get that there is a puzzle apparently with Procasia. However, as always, I can't remember anything that happened on Procasia particularly apart from the Tyrannosaurus Rex thing. So I'm going to have to go back to Procasia just to see if I can figure out what that is. Okay, we have a spawner for the baby queen. I'm going to eat an apple just because my health's not doing very well from having to relog the world to get here. So I think we just need to kill her and it should be fine. Are you the queen? Yes. Where's she gone? Is that wrong? Was I meant to wait for her to grow or something? Is she still here? Strange. Right, let's try again. Oh, is she down here? Oh, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. This seems a bit confusing. Well, I can't find her. I found her. She was being eaten by some baby or something. So I guess I just have to go the long process of trying to kill her. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. Okay, and it is finally dead. That took a very long time. Oh, I got a mythic machine case though. That's pretty good. That's used for things. I don't know what the recipe for it is though. Yeah, I don't. Oh well, is that all? Is there other stuff in here? I'll have a look around and see. If not, I'll just continue to explore. There was nothing left in the hive. I did happen to find a yttrium ruthenium mixed bucket underneath a spawner. it turns into this, which makes other things. So I'm assuming this is useful. I had to run away because a creeper was coming, but I got a couple of Miramex eggs. I don't really know what these do. Oh, you get a constellation paper with one of them, and the other one, you get the same one. So I don't really know what that's about. In this funny building, I found a tainted lands biome focus and also some awakened draconium, so that was nice. You know, I'm not entirely sure you can actually find Miramite ore on Miramex. I think you have to only craft it like Sedonite, maybe. I can't see anything that, like, there's no ore generation. Even on Sedonite, I think it says that it spawns on the planet, so I don't think it spawns. So I might just have to go back and do that myself. I need 8 more nuggets of the ultimate ingot variety to be able to make, there we go, the chaotic blade that I want. It's a bit slower than all the other ones, I didn't know that. Yeah, it's really easy to make actually. You just need this and this. So some awakened draconium, some vibranium, a mithrilium and a rhenium, and also the terrestrial artifact, which is just the biomes of plenty gems put together. So it's really quite easy. Apart from these don't stack. Now, provided we have enough will, if we combine the sentient sword, the infused lightwood sapling, the fiery rhenium, and the cursed miramonite, we should be able to get one of 2 infused Rhenian ingots, or Rhenium ingots. These aren't really used for anything, just to make the chaotic knife blade, and also 4 of them are needed to make 1 super enchanting recipe. So, oh wait, there's another one. Okay, they also need to make the nightmare coal stone. But apart from that, they didn't do anything, thank goodness, because they're a bit of a pain to craft, having to make the sentient sword each time. Now, if we take our dragon bone knife blade, 2 infused rhenium, and 2 ultimate ingots, we should now have, so it's been captured, the chaotic knife blade. It should be the quest. Perfect. I think I'm going to take the red matter off the shuriken. I was going to take off the dragon bone, but it actually gives you more damage to take off the red matter one, and it also red matter doesn't really give me anything. So this one gives me Hail Hydra, which gives random explosions, bonus damage to players, which I don't really think is very necessary, and surrounding mobs get randomly afflicted with damage, so this should be pretty good. And the damage has gone up from 17 to 22, so that's pretty nice. I've also got 3 modifiers. I'm not really sure what to put on it. I had some lifesteal. I can't remember where I got that from. But maybe I'll put some more of that on. Let's give this a test. Oh wow, well that did quite a lot of damage. 41. What about that owls? I don't like killing owls. Oh yeah, that's one-shotting them. Maybe I'll try and find a cyclops or something that has a bit more health. This got 50 health. Oh, that's fun. Okay, it's not consistently good damage, but I still think it's better than what it was. Oh, I never noticed this before. How very strange. Here's a Cyclops to test it on. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so Bocage is meant to tell me what tomes I need to combine with the Mimmonite to be able to get living Mimmonite. And we've already found one over here, and it is the Razor's Edge Bloodmaster Tome. So I guess we just have to find 3 more. I am back from Bocage here, and we have the 4 different modifier tomes that we need to turn this into what we want. A living Miramite. Perfect. And now that we have this, we can change it or duplicate it, in fact, using binding reagent, which hopefully... Can we actually make this yet? This might be something we need to look into at some point. Potentially. Oh yes, no, never mind. We can't do this. We need Mistite. We don't have any Mistite. That's from Mysterium. I think that's enough puzzling for one day. However, before we go, I would just like to say thank you so much for 100 subs. I can't believe we've done it, and honestly, I'm quite shocked. So thank you all so much for all the support. And here's to many more videos, lots more MeatballCraft, and even more Minecraft in the future. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.